How to analyze market like a hedge fund manager and institutions. Imagine you analyze market like them and you know the entire market move, what about to happen next. So you always take advantage of it and you always stay one step ahead from the rest of the world. That's how you recover your losses and start making serious money. I want that for you. So I am giving you my years of experience and insights of institutions in this video. I am following institutional trading concept, so I have insights of this market. That's why I predicted this drop a month before. And now it happened. At that time, nobody could imagine it. This is not the first time I have predicted it. You have to take notes because we are going way deeper than trend lines and patterns and spot resistance. Trading is not what most people think. That's why more than 90% are in losses. But I think 99% nowadays. And you are facing losses for a long time, wasting money, time, and your peace. Simply because you don't know the truth. Now you deserve to make millions and so much more. Trading like an institution doesn't just make you money. It also unveils the hidden world of powerful players and how they create wealth. Retail trading, on the other hand, leads you to lose more money, damages your brain with constant stress, and waste your valuable time. So if you want the institutional edge, you must leave the retail mindset behind. But here's the problem. You can't move from retail mindset to institution easily because it needs whole mindset shift, think like an institution, and their secrets. It's obvious that they are not giving any information to anybody. Otherwise, their dirty business will be closed. So what should we do? Listen carefully. If you are not allowed to enter president's house, you can still keep eyes on him from a distance. We will do the same here. There is very difficult to enter institution section, but we can still keep eyes on them. Here's the tricky part. How you can keep eyes on institutions? And the main question is, what kind of information we have to collect? We get the information that we really need. And we need the information of money. Yes, money supply and money rotation. You just copy institutions, what they are doing, where they are investing, things like that. If we have this information, we don't need to do a lot of analysis like market fundamental, news, interest rate, and so much more shit. Imagine you have always stressed about the news, sentiments, market update, interest rates, and sometimes worse. But now, when you are entering the institution section, you throw your whole stress away and just analyze what institutions are doing. Because they control the entire market. They bring the Altseason and they suppress and delay Altseason. That's why we are keeping eyes on institutions. By tracking the institutional money supply and money rotation, you can escape the retail trap and get the real freedom and also ahead from the rest of the world. Let's see how to track institutions' money. There are three main elements. Start with number 1. Total 3 represent the total crypto market, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. It shows the entire altcoin market, so we don't need to analyze thousands of individual coins. If you understand total 3, it's same as you analyze the whole market. Total 3 is very important to track institutions' money. Institutions play the long-term game. Like they invest in some coins and they hold it for years and it get more than 1000% returns. If you want the same return, you need to invest for long term. But the problem is, most people invest here wanting to get 1000% profit right away. But what happened is, market goes straight 60% down. Now they start panic and a fear in them that it might go further down. Therefore they sell here and get the total opposite what they want. They want 1000% profit, but they get 60% loss. And right after they sold, the price shoots up and guess what? It gained 2000% profit. This is how market works. But there is 1% people who know the direction of the market. Even if he bought here and it goes down 60 to 70%, but the difference is these 1% people know their direction. Therefore, they don't panic. Instead, they start investing more here and get the double profit. This is the difference between 99% and 1%. One knows the direction and other don't. As the total 3 comes, it helps us identifying the market trend and its long-term direction. As we know, institutions also do long-term. You should do the same. Now I am giving you the thing you have never seen and heard of, and nobody knows how to actually analyze total 3 and use it for their advantage. If you know this method, you can predict the Altseason by just analyzing the chart differently. Okay, this is total 3 chart, and now I am opening Bitcoin chart. Clicking on the plus button and type BTC USDT, then select new price scale. Now you can see these two charts are almost parallel to each other. The difference doesn't seem at first, but when we draw the lines correctly and explore a new perspective, things start become clear. Now look at this. The previous high of total 3 is still at the same level. It has not broken it yet. But if you look at the Bitcoin, it has already broken its previous all-time high and is making new all-time highs. Meanwhile, total 3 is still stuck here. Next time, whenever you analyze a chart, do it differently. Think from the perspective of market maker and institutions. If we explore a little bit more, something strange is going to become visible. Look here. When both charts formed their lower high, draw a straight line. Can you spot the difference? Now let's draw a vertical line. Now it becomes clear. Total 3 is still at its lower high, while Bitcoin has already moved at the top and formed its all-time high. Let's look at the lowest high on the both charts. Just draw a straight line. Now you tell me, do you see the difference? Yes, Bitcoin broke this line here, but total 3 got rejected. Total 3 broke it later, when Bitcoin already reached its next higher low. Let's see what's happening right now. I draw a circle so you can spot it easily. Now tell me in the comments, what do you think is going to happen next? Let's see how sharp my viewers really are. Do you see this type of information anywhere else? Because this is not normal analysis, and this is just the beginning. You will see the kind of insights you are going to get in this video. So make sure you subscribe. Now here's the interesting thing about total 3. When we compare total 3 with individual coins, the chart pattern looks similar, but when we look at the percentage, the difference is massive. Let's take from here. The date is 4th November and total 3 has pumped almost 97%, while ADA has gained 300% and XRP around 480% and XLM nearly 580%. This is huge difference. When total 3 pumps, individual coins often move 3x to 5x stronger. That's why whenever you analyze any coin, taking one look at total 3 gives you a much clearer picture. And if you want to understand the overall market direction, total 3 becomes even more important. But to truly track institutional money, we need more data, money supply and money rotation. Now let's see total money supply in crypto. How much money is currently in total 3? It's around $700 billion. And back in September, it reached about $1.2 trillion. Yes, $1.2 trillion sound like a huge number, right? But look at the bigger picture. The total crypto market high is around $4 trillion. If you think 4 trillion is big number, consider this. The US stock market alone is worth about $65 trillion. That means crypto market is only around 4 to 5% of stock market. That's why crypto market is so easy to manipulate and there is no much regulation on crypto. So institutions take full advantage of this, while retail traders consistently lose money. That's exactly why we are escaping retail trap and learning how institutions move their money, so we can do the same without them realizing it. This is the most ignored yet most important chart. If you start analyzing it, your accuracy will automatically improve. And you can analyze institutional money where they are moving or they are planning something else. Think about how you buy a coin. You simply press the buy button and the trade is executed. That's all you see. But what's actually happening behind the scene is exchange. You are swapping one asset for another. Yes, you know it. But most people never think that way. To make money in trading, you always move between two things, something stable and something volatile. You buy the volatile asset at the right time and sell at the right time. That's how you grow your capital. And your profits are always measured in stable assets, right? The same applies to institutions. They also rotate money between stables and altcoins. In crypto, there are stable coins like USDT and USDC, etc., which hold 10% dominance in the market, and USDT alone has 8% dominance. Yes. USDT dominance is very important chart to track institutions' money supply and money rotation. When institutions move their money, it shows up here, but you need sharp eyes to catch the manipulation. You won't find video like this, I am telling you. Just wait, you will see why. This chart behaves differently from total 3. When money moves into USDT and its dominance rises, it means institutions are selling their holdings. And when USDT dominance goes down, it means they are selling USDT to buy other coins. They are exchanging it for other assets. So USDT dominance is inversely proportional to altcoins and Bitcoin. Yes. If you start keeping eyes on USDT dominance, your accuracy automatically improves and your profit margin increases, and it also shows market direction, helping you make better long-term decisions. Now let's see the impact of USDT dominance on the market. Take 4 November as an example. If USDT dominance dropped by 30%, other coins pump significantly. Ethereum, the biggest altcoin, pumps around 75%. ADA around 300%. And H bar rises 800%. This shows the huge impact of USDT dominance on the market. Altcoins can pump 10 to 20 times stronger than the dominance move. If we want an Altseason, we need USDT dominance to drop. But right now, it's rising and the market is down. And guess what? We already predicted it before in our Discord. Remember, tough time never lasts, but tough people do. Now, do you want to see a different way of analyzing this chart like we did with Total 3? If yes, hit the like button. This is going to blow your mind. The information I am giving you here, you won't find even in paid courses. This is the insider level knowledge used by only hedge funds and institutions. Now look at this. The upper chart is USDT dominance and the lower chart is Ethereum. If we draw a line on the Ethereum chart, USDT dominance moves in the opposite direction, right? Because it is inversely proportional to each other. Let's draw it. It's normal, right? Just see the next line. Now I draw a line here, making Ethereum's low and USDT high. Now notice the difference. USDT dominance gets rejected at its resistance, but Ethereum breaks its support and formed a lower low. If we hide the future chart, it looks like Ethereum is just starting a downtrend, but this is pure manipulation. How do we confirm it? By comparing it with USDT dominance. It rejects, but Ethereum breaks. And after the manipulation, Ethereum recovers with double speed and shoots straight to the upside. Do you know why they manipulate it? I do. This is for accumulation. The money is moving from Bitcoin to Ethereum and other altcoins. This is secret. Don't tell this to anyone. Okay. Now there's another manipulation. Can you spot it? Draw resistance on the Ethereum chart and support on the USDT dominance. Ethereum breaks its resistance again, but USDT dominance does not even reach its support level and start moving up. But Ethereum gets manipulated again and liquidates millions of people. This market is not built in the favor of retail traders. It's designed to snatch money from innocent people and they hand it over themselves without even realizing it. And people believe that. And people believe Satoshi Nakamoto created Bitcoin. That's a false narrative fed into people's mind. Are you enjoying this video? Let me know in the comments. And the video is not done yet. There is even more important chart out there that holds both total 3 and USDT dominance combined, and it's still bigger than all. And this chart holds nearly 60% dominance in the market. And this chart decides when the alt season will come, how big it will be, and how long it will last. The chart I am talking about, please welcome Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin price chart is a different and Bitcoin dominance is completely different one. And whenever Bitcoin dominance drops, altcoin pump like crazy. And guess what? We predicted this Bitcoin dominance drop on our Discord and we literally doubled our portfolio. These kind of moves don't happen every day. You have to hunt them. So join our Discord, the link is in the description. But Bitcoin dominance is not like other charts we have discussed. It's completely different. It's not parallel to any chart and it is not inversely proportional to any other. It operates in its own way. Some people say it aligns with Bitcoin price, but the reality is strange. Sometimes it aligns with the Bitcoin price, as you can see here, and sometimes it's completely inverse, like this. So the real question is, if Bitcoin dominance is that important, how do we analyze it? Let me explain in a simple way. This chart is not meant to be compared directly with others. We treat it separately. In general, when Bitcoin dominance goes down, altcoins go up. And when Bitcoin dominance goes up, the altcoin goes down. So yes, it's inversely proportional to altcoins. But here's the catch. It's also linked with USDT dominance. Now let's look at the money rotation. I draw a circle here to make it simple. It's actually very easy. When money escapes from both USDT dominance and Bitcoin dominance and flows into altcoins, that's when alt season begins. Institutions are happy. Yes, not retail traders. Retail still lose money even during alt season because the profit flows into institutions' pockets. You may already know the relationship between Bitcoin price, Bitcoin dominance, and altcoins. You have seen this chart, right? And that's correct. Bitcoin price is inversely proportional to USDT dominance. Just replace Bitcoin price with USDT dominance and reverse the arrows. And the relationship becomes very clear. You can see exactly what happened when money moves into one or two of these areas. For a true alt season, we want both USDT dominance and Bitcoin dominance goes down and altcoins will automatically move up and the alt season will start. Now let me show you something strange about Bitcoin dominance that almost nobody notices. Have you ever seen this kind of pattern before? This is not higher highs. It's not a clean structure. It's almost like a mountain, right? This is a fully overlapping structure and it's completely controlled by institutions. Yes. They keep extending it and you notice this whenever they release it, even a slightly, Bitcoin dominance crashes and altcoins exploded. This tells us something very important. Alt season is being suppressed and whenever that suppression is released, the pump in altcoins happen. Just like we see in XRP. Boom. But most people lose hope because the market crashes and their portfolios are down 70 to 80%. They don't understand the direction. But for the top 1%, drops are opportunities. Escaping the retail trap and tracking institutions' money is the key to success. People wait years for alt season and when it finally starts, they make biggest loss of their lives instead of the biggest profit. That's not coincidence. It's planned. That's why we always say trade like an institution.